Richard, we're right in the middle of the season, right in the thick of things. What is your main concern if you're a player playing at this particular portion of the schedule?
Your main concern is staying focused on the game of basketball. We understand everybody's been traded. I've been traded. You've been traded. I've been traded on the deadline before. So your goal is like, how do I just keep focused on basketball? That is the hardest thing. So that's always the trade deadline. You're not worried about anything else other than how do I keep playing my best.
Look at the 76ers. Starting group. Front court is Thibault and Harris. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. It's a three-point game.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with Levine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
Now here's Cousins, and he's able to get it back. Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Passes it to Johnson. DeRozan, a screen on Cousins. Johnson finds DeRozan. Over Thibault. DeRozan's shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Levine against Maxey. Pass to Cousins. Harris outside. Screen by Cousins. Goes up on the high post. Tries again. Johnson with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
From past the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 9 points for Johnson.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The 76ers off to a slow start. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Here's Maxey. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. There's the pass to Thibault. And again, unable to change momentum here. Johnson kicks to Levine. On deep. And he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Johnson. Johnson's got 12.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Here's Harden in the game against New Orleans. Very impressive. Pass to Thibault. And oh boy, a lot of contact there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Then Matisse Thibault.
Yeah, I watched him play in college at Washington, and in a short amount of time, this guy has proven that he can take on anyone. Exceptional at blocking shots at his position, but he's someone that you can throw on any team's best player, and I mean any team.
Johnson, the pass to Williams. Count it, good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Williams against Harris. Outside, Maxey. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-2 run here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Back to DeRozan. Right side, Levine. Johnson from outside. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Cleveland.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Plays it up and banks it in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Harden. Cousins with a screen for Harden. Misses the three.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
DeRozan passes to Johnson. Out to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist from DeRozan. And that's 18 points for Johnson. The 76ers trail by 20. Timeout called the 76ers. You know, Greg, some guy... Chicago on defense. Now here's Harden. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Chicago. This run now up to 22 points to 2. The three from Johnson. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Maxey. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Pelicans. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the basket by Johnson.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Harden scanning the floor. Harris inside. He's against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Cousins, no good.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
With the fadeaway. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Thibault. Outside, Maxey. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago with the ball. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Here's Harden, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Pass to Maxey. Now Thibault. Cousins with a screen on DeRozan. Thibault. And Cousins kicks to Maxey. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
And the basket by Johnson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now, here is Harden. No points in the game yet for him. Cousins with a screen on Paul. Harden, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
From deep, Johnson. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Pelicans. Maxey against Levine. Maxey passes to Harden. Back to Maxey. Three-pointer. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Paul. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got his second bucket tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Harden against Paul. The pass to Thibault. Count it.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
All right, D.A., we appreciate it. They're focused on defense, Greg. We'll see how it plays out.
It's going to come down to hustle. And in this league, you have to be very quick to rotate when you're in help.
Playing solid defense can turn the game in their favor very quickly.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And here's Harden. After the three-pointer from Johnson, Cousins with a screen for Harden. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Oh, that has to hurt if you're the defense. Harden getting fancy with the jam.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5-piece flank cam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
1:29 left here in the opening quarter. Maxey looking it over. Harden finds Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Thibault can't get it to go.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Thibault. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harris's shot is off.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
From deep, Johnson, and again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. There's 21 seconds left in the first. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound by Johnson.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Fade away. Nails the buzzer.
The Bulls, 55. The 76ers, 11. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls youth team.
We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Johnson is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Neto in at the point. Good! Johnson's got 47 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And here's Hayes. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Diallo kicks to Johnson. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Diallo. Harris missing again.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Johnson outside. Fires the three. Another three for Chicago.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Now here's Hayes. D right on him. Harris's shot is off. Chicago has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Johnson from outside trains the three-pointer. Johnson's got 56 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Dosunmu. Misses off the right iron. Chicago's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. Diallo finds Johnson. And the Bulls, another three.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Green. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Hayes. For three, Harris. Chicago grabs the miss.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Here's Johnson. And good. He hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Passes to Dosunmu. Down low, here's Bassett. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Launches it. Another three for Chicago. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Hayes with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now, here's Dosunmu. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their face. Their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Now here's Hayes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Stevenson. Back to Johnson. Kicks to Stevenson. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Harris to the left side wing. 76ers moving the ball around. Back to Hayes. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Over Drummond. And just miss after miss right now. For Chicago, they've gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Hayes the pass to Dosunmu. 13 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Dosunmu's got his first points of the game.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The big dog in the last matchup against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored an incredible number of points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Neto. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Green against Stevenson. Here's Dosunmu. His three-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Neto surveying the floor. And good! There's another. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks healthy.
And the pass to Bassi. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And it's Johnson penetrating. And that one goes in.
Second personal foul. At the line for Chicago, Johnson. At the line for one.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Kaminsky is checked in for Andre Drummond. DeRozan comes in for Lance Stevenson. Zach LaVine's checked in for Diallo. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Raul Neto. Harden kicks to Maxey. Back to Harden. There's the three. He can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Look, some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy. But he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Johnson, the pass to DeRozan. Whistle blows. Bucket is good.
DeMar DeRozan with another and one, finishing it off. That takes a strong physical and mental game.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Cousins is checked in, and Harden was the first player to average 35 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, and that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year, he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA expanded in 2004.
Now, here's Nunn. Harden missing his last shot. Pass to Kaminsky. And DeRozan kicks to Nunn. He dishes it to Levine, outside DeRozan. Kaminsky sets the pick for DeRozan. Rebound by the 76ers. Now Thibault. Passes it to Cousins. Over DeRozan. And that one's good. Cousins.
Got to try to keep Cousins out of the paint. Shoots a high percentage from there. Uses that big body to his advantage.
Nunn finds Levine. Kaminsky sets the pick for Levine. No good from outside. And here are the 76ers now. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
I mean, it's a big-time victory when you can just storm back like they did. Didn't have a good first half, but completely outdid themselves, particularly in that third quarter.
5 on the clock. Thibault, the pass to Maxey. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got 8.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Levine looking around. Kaminsky kicks to Levine. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Kaminsky against Harden. Now here's Thibault. Defense right on him. Count that one. He has 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Nunn passes to DeRozan. 1:22 left in the first half. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. To the paint. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
Nunn finds Levine. Kaminsky is screen on Maxey. They get it back. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Nunn. Second shot opportunity. Green with the rebound. The 76ers shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Maxey against Nunn. And that one drops. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Green against Williams. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here is Harden with some arc, and it's good on the layup. Harden's got 6.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Chicago Bulls.
They've made it a track meet. Transition buckets are easy baskets and easy points, Ernie. That builds your confidence, and it takes the pressure off your half-court offense.
Yeah, it's been a track meet. Trying to get in before the defense sets, that's where you get the good looks. And now, something that gets a lot of publicity. Who could be qualifying for the three-point contest?
The thing about the three-point contest, we sort of know who's going to be headlining. Question is, which underdogs will be added to the fray?
Fray. Spell it, tough guy. Is that the first time you've used that word?
Second.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, Big Dog has been really making it happen, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Front court is Thibault and Harris. Actually out there with Harden, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
It's almost like he had a bird's eye view of the court. DeRozan always knows where his teammates are.
Now, here's Thibault. Outside, Maxey. Feeds it to Cousins, and the shot goes down. Cousins has got his second bucket of the night.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Williams a screen on Cousins. Johnson dishes to Williams. Shoots over Cousins, and it's Williams. That time the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. 76ers shooting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Outside, Maxey. Harden outside. Johnson with the block. Paul outside. Going inside. 2 points. That one goes.
Defensive foul. Tobias Harris.
Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. Here's Cousins. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Harden the pass to Harris. Shoots over Johnson.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
To the middle, here's Williams. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 6 assists in the game. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And here are the 76ers now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Harden against Paul. A pass to Thibault from outside the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Count it. Williams has got 10.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. At the top of the key, Cousins. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Williams finds Johnson. Fader on the way. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half. Philadelphia's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here is Harden. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Maxey passes to Harden. Cousins with a screen for Harden. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Johnson's Chicago with the ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And then Johnson with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Here's Thibault. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Outside, Maxey, the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Johnson dishes to Levine. Back to Johnson. Over in the corner, Paul. Fades back. Good, he hits again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Johnson for 3. Hits it again. Wow!
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Pass to Thibault. Back to Harden. Screen by Cousins. Another miss by Philadelphia. Well, Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And here is Johnson. Non-stop scoring machine here. And finished off by DeRozan.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey with it. He's got 10. Harden the pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. So for the Bulls, Andre Drummond's checked in for Williams. Diallo comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Raul Neto subbed in for Levine. And then for Philadelphia, Bassey's checked in. And it's Dosunmu in for Maxey.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Hayes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Shot to stop the run. Dosunmu's shot is off. Well, Chicago's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. The 3 from Johnson connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Now Hayes passes it to Dosunmu. The 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Diallo. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Oh, my! Nice finish. And look at Drummond, capable of rising up and dropping an absolute hammer.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Bassie. Here's Thibault. Now here's Dosunmu. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And here's Hayes after the three-pointer from Johnson. On the wing, Harris. He's guarded by Johnson. Harris passes to Bassie, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And again!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Now here's Hayes, defended by Paul. Here's Harris. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Chicago. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Johnson from outside. It's good from long range.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
1:44 left in the third quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Thibault with the ball. Diallo's there. The 76ers again can't hit it.
He hasn't even made 1 point yet this quarter, man. His team desperately needs him to get going.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that worked.
Now here's Dosunmu. Rebound by Johnson. Dosunmu's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Paul passes to Johnson. And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. The pass to Harris. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebound by the Bulls.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Good on the bucket. Diallo's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And here's Hayes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Dosunmu. And that'll be 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one pretty clearly.
The 76ers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been
The Bulls, 142. The 76ers, 36. Please give a big round of applause for your Bull Youth team.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Kaminsky out there with Jones. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Diallo in at the shooting guard position. Nunn kicks to Diallo. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Kaminsky misses. And here's Marshall, bring it up for Philadelphia. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Hayes. Inside, here's Bassett. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Nunn. Stevenson outside. Jones sets the pick for Stevenson. And for coaches' challenges, the refs review their own call. Johnson, he's checked in for Jones. And Raul Neto subbed in for Diallo. And then for Philadelphia, Bassey's checked in. And it's Green in for Maxey. Now, here's Dosunmu. Back to Harden. Shoots it. He doesn't hit that one. And Chicago will go the other way with it.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
That's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Here's Harden. Green inside. He's guarded by Stevenson. Green, the pass to Bassey. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Harden. With the clock winding down and the jam by Harden.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there. Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter of this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Harden. They get the rebound. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. Passing, no good. And for the Bulls, their shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And then Johnson with the jam.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Johnson.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
And here are the 76ers now. 41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harden the pass to Bassey. And here is Dosunmu. To halt the run. Goes back up. Johnson with the block. Here's Neto. The feed now to Johnson. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Dosunmu, the pass to Harden. The 76ers again can't hit it. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really...
And until next time, have a good evening.